Family, welcome back to the channel. I am Mo's Nose. We are on our team mock draft series. This is episode 2. We heading down to Houston. We taking over the Houston Texans organization. And we are going to select their 2023 draft class. It's not much to discuss. Let's jump right in. We're going to select the Houston Texans. We want all 7 rounds. We'll keep the simulated pick settings on default. This is how they come. And we're going to enter the draft. Now, the Houston Texans are selecting 2. It doesn't look like we're going to be trading up to 1. There is a possibility that the Houston Texans trade back if the Carolina Panthers take the quarterback that they want. But I feel like Houston will have an idea on all 4 of the top guys. And I think they'll have them ranked 1, 2, 3, and 4. And whoever Carolina goes with, I guess whoever is in that 2 spot for them, that's who they will take. I don't see it, unless they really don't like any of the other 3. So if Carolina takes the guy that they want, unless they really don't like any of the other 3, they possibly could trade back. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the Houston Texans have 12 draft picks. Let's take a look. No, not 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 draft picks. They could trade back and get more, but I feel like 10 is a nice hefty number for them to have. So let's just start. Let's see where Carolina goes, and then we will make our decision from there. So Carolina goes CJ Stroud. This is a good situation. If they liked CJ Stroud, then they'll have to decide whether they want to go with Bryce Young, Will Levis, or Anthony Richardson. Same thing. If Carolina goes Bryce Young, then they have to decide whether it's Stroud, Levis, or Richardson. I think at 2, I think they go with what the known commodity is. The known commodity is, at this point, Bryce Young. Will Levis seems to have the talent, but he doesn't have the production or consistency of production that you would want to see. Anthony Richardson has the largest ceiling. He is the most athletic quarterback on this list. But there is an unknown about his quarterback play. His passing ability, his accuracy, his timing, touch, and anticipation, things of that nature. It all depends on what the brass wants to go with. I'm the brass today. Being a young team, especially with a new head coach, if I'm the GM, do I have the pieces in place offensively that I feel like can grow and develop Anthony Richardson? If I'm honestly assessing, I don't think all of those pieces are in place. So because those pieces are not in place, let's go with somebody who doesn't need as much work. And if we get the higher end of what this player is projected to be, we have a solid starter, borderline superstar for the next 10 to 15 years. So I'm going to go Bryce Young here at 2. And this is going to go through to our pick at 12. Now, I'm going to mention this a lot because this comment came up in my first mock draft where I gave the Texans a quarterback and a receiver. And somebody said, no, we need edge. We need other positions. You don't need to pair a quarterback with a wide receiver in the first round. It doesn't make sense. I understand that. However, there is a larger gap skill-wise in the wide receiver group than there is in the edge group. The defensive class this year is stacked with talent. And each level of the draft, day 1, day 2, day 3, you can find talent. Knowing what I know about new head coach DeMeco Ryans and his ability to develop players, I think he can take a later round edge or defensive line or linebacker prospect and turn them into something really, really special. Prime example, Fred Warner. 3rd round pick, now the best linebacker in football. The gap is so large when it comes to the wide receiver depth in this class versus the D-line depth in this class, that if you can get a top flight talent now, go with that top flight talent as opposed to getting someone later in the draft. And we have 2 guys available. Do we go Quentin Johnston from TCU or do we go Jackson Smith and Jigba from Ohio State? I think with the timing, touch, and anticipation that Bryce Young has, I think you got to go with the route runner. You got to go with a guy who has silky smooth routes and who knows how to get open. He isn't a burner. He isn't going to blow you away with his speed. What he is going to do is he's going to get open at a high rate. You also just traded away Brandon Cooks to the Dallas Cowboys. So now we don't have that in the fold. We have Robert Woods, we have Nico Collins, we have Noah Brown, but we don't have anybody that is a true number 1. We have John Mechie. We don't know how he's going to return from his injury, if he's going to be the same. We need somebody that Bryce Young can trust early on. I'm going to go Jackson Smith and Jigba here at 12. Some Texans fans are probably not going to like that. I understand. Hey, it is what it is. Now, on the clock at 2. Could you have gone edge and got Josh Downs here? Absolutely. Is Jackson Smith and Jigba better than Josh Downs? Absolutely. So if you have the opportunity to get him in the 1st round, you get 2 potential superstar players at 2 and 12. Then you're back on the clock. And now you can get a Will McDonald if you want edge. Now you can get a Felix Uzama from Kansas State. You can also, this team needs corner opposite Derek Stingley. You added Sheldon Rankins, you got Malik Collins, but maybe you look at the defensive line. Offensive line, we definitely need a guard. The depth chart is very thin. Got Charlie Heck in 2 spots, got Jimmy Morrissey in 2 spots. Titus Howard cannot start at left guard and right tackle. So we're going to need to address the offensive line. So maybe do you move Titus Howard into guard and draft DeJuan Jones from Ohio State and throw him at left tackle? Or maybe you go Anton Harrison. He's a potential 1st round type of talent still on the board here at 33. Who are my interior guys? Nobody that I would take here at 33. I say draft a young guy. I say shift Titus Howard to guard, put him next to Tunsil, and put Anton Harrison at right tackle. Who's here in my edge group? I got McDonald, I got Uzama, I got Ojulari, I got Adetomiwa Adebawore, Andre Carter still here, Carl Brooks, Isaiah Foskey, Isaiah McGuire, Keon White, Byron Young, Yasir Abdullah, Kobe. Oh yeah, deep class. Pause. I'm going Anton Harrison. Let's beef up the offensive line. Let's protect our young quarterback here. 1st round type of talent at the top of the 2nd round. I don't think you can beat that. Okay, top of the 3rd round. Ooh. So many options. Because I could just go crazy and go Nathaniel Dell and just spend all my money and all my draft picks on offense because he brings speed. So if we don't know what Mechie's going to give us, we know Nathaniel Dell brings speed. We definitely need a corner opposite Stingley. Garrett Williams is a really, really solid option here. I think we need tight end. Yes, we have Brevin Jordan in the fold, but we can get a guy like Sam Laporta. Andre Carter still on the board. Didn't have the greatest combine, but we know he can get after the quarterback. Wow. Travis Hodges Tomlinson is available. And we have another pick at 73. Okay. I'm going to take my edge rusher here. I'm going to take Andre Carter so we can make sure we can get after this quarterback. And I want to see what's available. Dell is still here. Oh, Laporta came off the board. Gosh, dang it. All right. So Nathaniel Dell is still here. Garrett Williams is still here. I like that a lot. We already got our safeties. Jalen Petrie's a stud. We got Jimmy Ward. I mean, we could draft Jimmy Ward 2.0 and Jamie Robinson because Jimmy Ward is a little bit older. Ooh, wait a minute. A-Chain is still on the board? Yeah, I don't care about Mike Boone or Daria Gumbawale. Like, A-Chain is still on the board. So we get our power in Dameon Pierce and then our speed with A-Chain. I like that a lot. But I think we have our nickel and king, and Steven Nelson, yeah, but I think we got to find another option as far as who is going to be opposite Stingley. And if not this year, for the future, I say Garrett Williams, corner out of Syracuse here, 73. Even though I love A-Chain, I really do. And I think just because of his speed, he may go higher than the third round. Top of the board here, pick 104. Now, I said we have our nickel in Desmond King. Oh, he's only 28? Why did I think he was older than that? Oh, maybe never mind. I was going to go Hodges Tomlinson right here. But I did not know that King was only 28. Okay. Nathaniel Dell is still sitting on his board. And if you ask me, if I want to inject this team, especially this offense, with pieces that will help me be successful, he's still on the board. A-Chain is gone, ain't he? Yeah, A-Chain is gone. He's still on the board. So I feel like it would have been a reach earlier to take him. He was on our board 2 picks ago. It would have been a reach. But now we have him. He's here. What did we get? We got our offensive lineman. We got edge rusher. And we got corner. And Nathaniel Dell is still on the board. So, yeah, we got Jackson for the outside. But if you telling me that Nathaniel Dell can't come in here and beat Johnny Johnson III or Drew Estrada or Alex Bachman or Jalen Camp or even Amari Rogers, I think he can. I think he can. So I feel like it was a reach earlier. We attacked other positions of need. And now we go get wide receiver Nathaniel Dell. Solid. Solid. I feel like I'm not tripping. I feel like it skipped one of the picks. I could be tripping. Oh, this pick was forfeited. I knew I saw the logo and I was like, wait a minute, where you going, cuz? That pick was forfeited. Okay, so we're on the clock here at 187. I was like, wait a minute. Like, I thought it was going to go all the way through. I was like, I done messed this up. Got to start this video over. Cool. I don't have to do that. Okay, it says we need a center and a defensive lineman. like I said, we could look at defensive linemen. We got Malik Collins. We signed Sheldon Rankins. We have Roy Lopez. We also signed Hassan Ridgeway in free agency. So is that necessary to look at defensive linemen? I mean, we can look at best player available. So if we go D-line, we got Cameron Young, DJ Dell. Do I want to take any of these guys right here? No. We got our guard earlier, so we can look at more interior line help. They have center here. Juice Scruggs is a really, really solid option. So that's an option to look at. Ricky Stromberg, but that would be later on. Alex Forsythe, again, that would be later on. Linebacker, I think we're okay. Might have to look at. We got Harris, we got Kirksey. Might have to look at that position group a little bit. I mean, we got quarterback Aiden O'Connell. We can go best player available. Davis Allen. I don't think we want to go there. Keaton Mitchell might be an option if we want to add, to that running back room. Stetson Bennett is here. The Georgia, Alabama back and forth battle. I don't think you want to put both of those receivers on the same team. Wide receiver Ronnie Bell is still available. I'm going to look at tight end Will Mallory a little bit later. I don't think you can have enough edge help. So while I like Juice, my next pick is at 200. I mean, if I'm going by the averages, okay, just so I don't miss it. Let me go Scruggs, adding a center, some depth behind Quisenberry, maybe even some competition. So we'll add Juice at 187, and hopefully my guy is still here at 200. Oh my God, who took him? The Seahawks. I hate the Seahawks. I was going to go Thomas Incoom, and they took him. Son of a gun. His average was 205, and they took him at 96. Ain't that a... I mean, I know we got edge earlier, but you can't have enough edge. I think Incoom would have fit perfectly on this team. Let me take my tight end now at 200, Will Mallory, and then I think we're on the clock again at 202, which we are. And this might be the last one for us. Yeah. All right. Aubrey Miller from Jackson State, linebacker. That's a solid option here. Oh, D. Winters. Fast, athletic, off the ball linebacker. Really, really solid option. Elijah Higgins, Justin Shorter. We already got 2 wide receivers. I don't think we need to add a third. Yeah, let's go linebacker. Let's go off ball with D. Winters here at 202. Oh, we do have one more. 231. Nice. Oh, Muhammad Ibrahim, running back like that. What else? We got a Tavion Thomas, another big bruising back that we could use. Follow bruiser with a bruiser. We can get safety Daniel Scott or Tariq Jones. Actually, my guy is here. Oh, a couple of my guys are here. Ooh. So, yeah, I mean, we can go some safety depth. We got Jimmy Ward. We got Jalen Petrie. But who's going to be behind them? I'm going to go with my guy. Yes, it's a little bit biased, because I interviewed him on the channel. If you want to check that out, check out the 2023 Prospect Spotlight series with safety Jaden Wilby from Boston College. Had a great conversation with him. Listen, the pedigree is there. A former 5-star recruit coming out of high school, played both in the U.S. Army and Under Armour high school All-American games. In the U.S. Army high school American game, he picked off Trevor Lawrence. 5-star recruit, went to Florida State University. Is one of only 9 true freshmen in the history of the program to start a full season as a true freshman. One of only 9 in the history of Florida State football. Had a devastating knee injury his sophomore year, and then transferred to Boston College, where he was able to get back on track. I think this is a great addition. Somebody who has a little bit of tweener ability. In the East-West Shrine Bowl after college, they had him playing as a linebacker. So he can play the safety position, slot him in as your backup strong safety. But then he has flexibility as a linebacker as well. I think here at pick 231, can't go wrong with that. You get a little bit of versatility here. And that should be it. Let's take a look at what we did and how we did. What did we get? Ooh, okay. I like A's. Listen, I was an A student in school. I like A's. First round, pick number 2, we take Bryce Young from Alabama. 10 picks later at pick 12, we get wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba from Ohio State. Round 2, pick 33, we get tackle Anton Harrison from Oklahoma. Round 3, pick 65, we get edge rusher Andre Carter from Army. Also in round 3, 8 picks later at pick 73, we get corner Garrett Williams from Syracuse. Look at that. Not overdrafting Nathaniel Dell, getting our tackle, getting our edge, getting our corner, and letting Nathaniel Dell fall down the draft board, still being able to snag him. Round 4, pick 104, Nathaniel Dell, wide receiver out of Houston. That was an A+ pick. Love it. Round 6, we didn't have a 5th round pick. Round 6, 187, we get center Juice Scruggs from Penn State. 13 picks later at pick 200 in the 6th round, we get tight end Will Mallory from Florida. They didn't like this pick. 2 picks later, we get linebacker D. Winters from TCU. Again, that's just to add depth to a position that we need. He can come in and give us options on special teams, off the ball linebacker. And then round 7, 231, we take safety Jaden Wilby out of Boston College. Overall draft grade is an A. Houston Texans fans, let me know how you think I did. Do you think this is an A? Do you think you can get better than an A? Let me know what you like, what you didn't like. Let me know what you would do differently. Sound off in the comments section with all of your ideas of where your Houston Texans should go in the 2023 NFL Draft. Listen, I love and appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Become a part of the Mo's Knows fan. Become a know-it-all. Smash that subscribe button. Once you do that, take another 2 seconds. Hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mo's Knows. And after you do that, just know I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you in episode 3. Peace.